All right, good afternoon. A friend of mine asked a good question: when to rotate tires and when do we need to replace them, at what point? There's many different factors that run into it, so we'll go over some of the basic factors. All tires eventually need to be replaced, and every set of tire, at least sold in the US, has wear marks. If you see these little square nubs here, when the tire tread, which is this part, the big thick parts here, 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 when they come in line with that, which these tires do need to be replaced, the tires are at 2/30 seconds. Tires are measured in 30 seconds off of a little gauge like this. And see, it has little ticks there. So your average tire will be about 9 to 12, 30 seconds brand new. So if we come in here and check it, this tire is at the wear mark, and it's under 3:30 seconds. So that wear mark is about 2:30 seconds. So at 2:30 seconds, the highway safety people say that this tire can't evacuate water properly, and thus you get hydroplaning and you can slide out. So at about 3:30 second is when I recommend replacing tires. 2:30 second is the federal standard, meaning if you were in a state that required safety inspection of your tires, then you would fail for having that. Georgia is not one of those states, so you'll be all right. Other things to look for: these tires wore pretty evenly. Look for wear marks on either side. If you have wear marks on the inside or outside of your tire, you've got a toe problem. If you have just wear marks in the center, you put too much air in the tire. If you have just wear marks on both the outsides evenly, then you have underinflation. So bald in the center is usually overinflation. Bald on the outside is usually underinflation. It is very important to keep your tires at the proper PSI, which you can find on the side of your tire. Usually they're about 33 to 44 pounds on passenger tires. It's somewhere on here, but you can find it. And we'll go back to looking at what a good tire looks like now. All right, we're back here at a better looking tire. As you can see, let me get this in focus for you. The tread is much more higher on this one in here. We'll stick the little tread gauge on here. Remember, the front was under 3:30 seconds. So back here, we're about 7.5, 30 seconds. So this tire's got a lot of life on it still. On front wheel drive cars, which 90% of your cars are going to be front wheel drive, then your front tires are going to wear out quicker because you're turning on them and all that stuff. In order to get even wear, I would say recommended rotating your tires. You see this one on the passenger side's worn as well. So we're going to be replacing these, but if you wanted to get the most life out of tires, you generally get around 40 to 60,000 miles on a set of tires. You rotate them every other oil change. So all in all, to answer your questions, between every other oil change, I say every 6,000 to 10,000 miles, you want to rotate your tires. And then you want to keep them properly inflated. And when you know it's time to change them is when you get down to these wear bars at 2:30 seconds. Like I said, I'd recommend changing them at 3:30 seconds because they just don't evacuate water quick enough. And you can get into a slide out condition. Hope this helps. As always, thanks for watching. Please subscribe.